Hello, humans of Earth. It's Chris Angel coming at you for another episode of Marketing for the Rest of Us. Today's episode has been brought to you by the coronavirus. I'm just kidding. Is that too soon? All right, well, let's talk about skill. Yes? What you lack in skill, you make up in number. Jim Rohn said this years ago, and I heard that on a cassette tape that I played in my car for like 2 years as a young real estate agent. And at the time, it inspired me because it sounds cool. Like, I get the concept, right? But there was a lot of maturing that I had to do as I went through business. I was always great with concepts, but I was not great with implementation. Can you relate to this? Like, I'm like, oh, that's a good idea. And then I wouldn't implement it. And then listen to another tape or another book. Oh, that's a good idea. And then not implement it. And so while I was turned on by this idea that what you lack in skill, you make up in number, I wasn't actually doing the work of it. And I think here's what I've discovered, right? Because this far now into life and business, there are a handful of things that I can say I've done the repetitions on, right? Not a ton of things, a handful of things, right? I'm not great at most things. But I do have skill at some things, and the way that I got that skill was by doing the reps. So here is what was missing for me in those reps, or early on in my life, was I didn't know who I was, and so I was trying to implement the things I was trying to gain skill in. Let's say marketing, lead generation, business, the things I was trying to build skill sets in. I wasn't doing enough reps in. And that's because those things I was trying to do were not aligned with who I was. So when you're trying to do lead generation and you're calling your sphere of influence and asking them who they know that wants to buy, sell, or invest in real estate, that didn't feel good to me. And so it wasn't aligned for me. And so I didn't put in the time or the repetitions to develop the skill. Now, fast forward into marketing. When I found a way to market, not even just the mechanics of marketing, when I found a paradigm of marketing from Seth Godin, well, Seth Godin was hugely instrumental early on in my life developing my perspective on what marketing is. I believe that marketing can be done with and for people, with and for the benefit of people, rather than at them and to them to manipulate them for my gain. I can actually do marketing in a way that leaves the world better than I found it. Once I started to embrace that paradigm of marketing, it opened up the whole world for how I saw what marketing really was for. Marketing, as you know, I say all the time, is you leading a conversation in the world. What is the conversation you lead? Well, it's the thing that you feel life has given you to say. Every one of you have something to say to the world. Every one of you has amazing life lessons that you have gone through the gauntlet of life to learn amazing things that if you shared them with the world would be a better place. And what I'm saying to you is that is the place from which you need to come from in your marketing in order for you to feel aligned in your marketing. If marketing for you is this little thing we do, this little thing we play on, right? This little, let's play with marketing, let's play with email, let's play with landing pages. I saw somebody today who posted in a Facebook group, hey, who knows about good email CRMs? And then like MailChimp. And then all the comments underneath that were a bunch of people just giving this person answers about email CRMs. And what was interesting to me was nobody asked, well, what are you trying to do? Like, there's a whole lot of context missing. And this is what happens in marketing. We share our tips and our tricks for what tools we like, but nobody talks about the paradigm of marketing. So this guy's going to go off and he's probably going to research some different CRMs and he'll probably buy one and then he'll probably start using it. And as he uses it, what he's going to find is he'll get an open rate of maybe 25% in the beginning, and that open rate will dwindle to 18%, 12%, 10% because it becomes irrelevant if you don't have relationship with the people you're emailing. If you're emailing from a place of to them and at them, if you're emailing to them and at them versus with them and for them, people won't stick around for your emails. So what you lack in skill, you make up in number. And what I'm saying to you is some of you are still missing the paradigm where you feel empowered and aligned in marketing. And so you're not showing up to marketing because you don't feel aligned. Now, good for you to not, I appreciate that you're not willing to sell out because that just shows me that you have a sense of yourself. But if you're not far enough down the road of this, you sort of second guess it like, this is something this doesn't feel right. But then you think that you're not doing the work, or you think you're not working hard enough, or you think there's something wrong with you. Because you think that all the other people telling you how to do marketing have it right, and you're the one that has it wrong. When in fact, your intuition that this doesn't feel right is actually the right thing, and everybody else has it wrong. So that's the good news, right? The good news is your intuition is leading you towards aligned action. The bad news is you don't know what to do. That is aligned. You don't know where to start with aligned action because you don't know what aligned action is. You've never seen it before. That's why I created this show, by the way. Marketing for the rest of us. The rest of us are those of us who don't fit the traditional marketing paradigms. The rest of us are like, hey, we care about people and we want to market with them and for them, but we don't know how to do that. Right. That's what this show was created for. Every episode, this is episode, I think, 318. 318 episodes of me talking about different angles into this paradigm of marketing where we could actually make the world a better place with the life lessons that life has given us. And once you find those life lessons, now here's the trick. The first trick is you got to find those life lessons, right? That's why I created that 6-week program called the Groundswell Method Intensive. Like, that's what we walk you through. What is your message for the world, and how do you share it? Now, that's the first trick. How do you find your message? Once you find that aligned message, here's the second trick, and this is where most people stop. You have to do the repetition. You got to do the reps. What you lack in skill, you make up in number. And so congratulations, you will feel the alignment. When you find your message, you're like, oh my God, yes, this is what I'm here for. And then it comes time to turn on your camera and you get terrified. And you're like, oh, I don't know. I have all kinds of butterflies in my stomach right now. I am terrified to hit publish. Maybe you're even terrified to hit record. But there's all sorts of stuff that comes up for you that prevents you from publishing, from posting, from sharing that message. And what I'm going to tell you is what you lack in skill, you make up in number. You're just going to suck for a while. I don't know how to say that any other way. You're just going to suck for a while. So the choice becomes, how long do you want to suck? What you lack in skill, you make up in number. So if you lack the skill and you do one video a year, it will take you 318 years to catch up to me. If you do a video once a month, that's 12 videos a month, or a year, 12 videos a year. It will take you forever to develop the skill. If you do a video once a week, that's 52 videos a year. It will still take you forever to feel like you have the competency and the skill and the confidence to publish posts that actually get your message out in the world. So can you see where this conversation is going? If you want to feel confident in your skin about your message for the world, and you should, because if you come at marketing from this paradigm, then marketing isn't about tricking people to do stuff. Marketing is about your important work in the world. Marketing is about your impact and your influence and your purpose for others. Why would you not want to get better at that faster and sooner? So, you can see where this is going. The more repetitions you do, the faster you do, the better you get. So if you did one a day, that's 365 a year. Compared to the person who does one a month or two a month, that's 12 to 24 versus 365. Who has more skill and confidence at the end of the year? The person that does one a day or the person that does one or two a month? The person that does one a day or the person that does 2 or 3 a week? If I do 365 and you do 52 a year, I'm going to come out ahead with more skill and confidence just because of time, not because I'm smarter, not because I'm clearer. I always say to people in my programs, truth comes out in iteration. In other words, your message gets stronger and stronger in your truth the more you do it, the more you iterate it. So what you lack in skill, friends, you make up in number. And the choice you can see now becomes how fast do you want to feel confident? You could do 2-a-days. Do you know you could do 2-a-days? You could do 2 videos a day. Now that's, what is that? 670 videos a year. What you lack in skill. If you lack skill, some of you I know because you've told me this, some of you are comparing yourselves to me. You're like, well, you just say it. Well, Chris, every time you say it, it just sounds good. I like the way you say it, Chris. I don't like the way I sound it. Right. I've been doing this for years. If you want to catch up to me, if you want to stop comparing yourself to me, you could do 2-a-days. That would give you 670 episodes or videos a year. And then you would be getting close. So I guess here's what I want to leave you with this. Obviously, you get the message of repetition. So that is kind of the main point here. There's something underneath this that's just as important, if not more important, because it's what will have you go the distance with the repetitions. And that is that your marketing has to come from a purposeful place. It has to come from a missional place. If marketing is just about you making another dollar, because of who you are, the heart-centered, conscientious person you are, it's not enough. You can make a vision board about all the cool home you want and the vacations you're going to take and the money you're going to make and all that, but it's not enough because that's about you. And what I know about you is you're a heart-centered person who lives for others. What really turns you on is helping others. How do I know that? Because that's what it is for me. I had vision boards of all my stuff that I wanted. It never seemed to be the thing that got me in the game. It was fun for a moment. It was like a fling. I'd be like, oh, that's a cool jet. Let me put a jet on my vision board. Oh, that's a cool Beamer. Let me put that Beamer on my vision board. And then I'd be off to some other, the next fling. But when I got clear that what my life is for is to unlock your message. I am one of the skills I have is I'm good at unlocking what you really want to say to the world. And once I started to get that, I'm like, I need to own this. I have not been owning this. I need to own that this is my work. And once I understood where you were stuck, because you're stuck where I was stuck, all of a sudden I understood how to help you. And now it didn't matter what was on the vision board because I was already super clear. I didn't need a vision board to get me in the game anymore. Now I just know my life, the rest of my life. I'm 43 now, so let's call it 40 to 60 years left. I get to do this work, which is unlocking your voice and the lessons that life has taught you so that you can go on and help others with them and for them. And when you get clear about that, now you can do the repetitions. You could do 670 repetitions a year. You could do 2-a-days in videos when you get clear why you're really here as it relates to the people you're here to serve. If it's just about you, you won't go the distance. You won't do the repetitions to get the skill, to get the confidence, to make the money, all the stuff. But if you get clear who you're really here for and how it is that you can help them, then you'll start showing up in ways you never thought you could. Even when you suck at video and marketing and whatever else, you keep showing up because you're clear who it's for. Right? So that's it, gang. Tonight, I just want you to see this is the work. The work is to show up and to push through the suck so that you can have the repetitions to build the skill, to build the confidence, to actually lead your people. But if you're just too terrified to show up and post, you're not going to have enough reps to have the skill, to have the confidence, to be the leader people are willing to follow. Do you hear me? This is really important for you. Because deep down in you, there is something craving and desiring this sense of purpose, this potential. You know there's potential in you. You even feel like you should be further in life than you are. That feeling is the thing that's like, come on, let's go. Like, we got a lifetime here. We got a life here. Let's go do the best and the most with this life. Yes, and that requires repetition to create skill, to create confidence so that you can lead others that you're here to lead. So all of that starts with your message. If you would like help finding that message in you, right? And then having a framework to get that message out so that you can do the repetitions, then I invite you to my 6-week program called the Groundswell Method Intensive. Go to groundswellmethod.com. The link is in the text of this post. There are some videos waiting for you there. You need to watch those videos because they explain the context of the 6-week program. On the end of those videos is an application button. You click the application button, fill out the application, and it comes to me. Okay? So that's it, gang. I'm in your corner. Thanks for hanging out with me tonight. I love that you have important work to do in this world, and I'm committed, 318 episodes in, committed to you unleashing that important work in the world. Thanks for hanging out with me tonight. Here's to you putting in the reps so that you can create the skill, so you can have the confidence to lead your people. See you tomorrow.